Let's get right back to that breaking news on the missing vessel with 5 people on board. Now, the U.S. Coast Guard is reporting a debris field was found within that search area.
Yeah, this discovery coming after new deep sea equipment hit the ocean floor looking for the Titan submersible. The U.S. Coast Guard is projecting that the air supply could have run out by now if it is even still intact. We want to bring in NBC News correspondent Kristen Dahlgren, who is standing by live there in Boston. Kristen, bring us up to speed on this debris field discovery. What are we learning about what was found?
Right. Hi there. Well, definitely, a concerning development in the search for the submersible Titan. We got this tweet from the U.S. Coast Guard, the Unified Command that's based here right behind me, saying that it did find a debris field, that it was found by a remote operated vehicle. It went on in a press release to say that was the Arctic Horizon, a Canadian ship which has had its remote operated vehicle down on the seafloor since early this morning. And really, we're at this point trying to parse words in it. It said this debris field was found near the Titanic. That's where they've been searching. And so since the beginning, there's been this question, right, over whether or not the Titan submersible was intact with its crew of 5 on board, or whether something catastrophic had happened, an implosion, basically. Remember, down at those depths, it's the equivalent of having the Empire State Building made of lead on top of you. So extreme pressure, almost 400 times what we feel here on Earth. And if there was any type of breach, it would have been catastrophic for that submersible. And so they've been searching. There are 2 remote operated vehicles currently down at that depth looking. They say they're analyzing the debris field, trying to figure out what it was. So there's no conclusive evidence that it is from the Titan submersible. We should learn more on a press conference at 3. The head of the Unified Command, Rear Admiral John Mauger, is going to be doing that briefing. Back to you.
And Kristen, I know that sort of all eyes are watching to see what happens in that press conference at 3. There's still so many questions that are lingering in the air, but there are also a lot more resources that are headed to that area. Can you tell us some about the new assets that are sort of in that zone to help with the search?
Right, absolutely. And it did take days to get all of these resources on site. These are, on marine vessels which don't move as quickly as a plane. So now there are those 2 remote operated vehicles that are on site. They have a specialized team of physicians who deal with any type of decompression illness. They also have a decompression chamber that would fit 6 people on site. So presumably if they were able to rescue the crew, they would be using that to help them. There's also a U.S. crane ship nearby. So if they were to find the vessel intact and attach something to it, that crane ship would be able to move it back up. So they've been moving these assets into place. But again, the news really quite concerning at this point. The Coast Guard's been judicious in its words, and the fact that they put out this tweet about the debris field, we'll be waiting to learn what they say more at 3, guys.
All right, NBC News correspondent Kristen Dahlgren there on the ground in Boston. Kristen, thanks so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.